Hi, and if you are looking for Halloween treats to pop in trick or treat bags that aren't sweets and candy, then keep watching because I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous double-sided shaker bookmarks covered in a holographic vinyl, plus on one side we've got a shaker pocket. How cute are they? They're really easy to make. I made them in Cricut Design Space using my ghost alphabet. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your crafting machines and become your own designer. And today we are making these double-sided adorable bookmarks. What I'm going to do is, this is a paid alphabet, but I'm going to make the two letters B and O available for you to download so that you can craft along with this project. They will be available for free. If you want the rest of the alphabet, I'll pop the link to the shop. Now, if you are a newsletter subscriber, just keep an eye on my weekly newsletter, because at least twice a month when I drop an alphabet, it is available for my subscribers for the first week. So keep an eye on those, because there will be alphabets available all of the time. But today we are using this one. And as I say, if you want to make it Boo, you've got those first two letters available. So I have made this with, it's a double-sided file. It's got a shaker pocket on the front. So you can make it as a double-sided bookmark, or you can make it just like me and put your shaker pocket on the front. It is totally your choice. So to make the shaker pocket, you are going to need the Fuze tool. If you don't have that or don't want to get that, then you can leave that part out. So what else will you need? You're going to need a colour printer and some printable cardstock. If you want it holographic, you want the holographic vinyl from Amazon. And if you want to make your shaker pocket, you want some sequins. I've got some white and some pearlized white sequins in there. And I've got a plastic wallet. So I cut a plastic wallet out of my scrapbook. I'm going to go to somewhere like Home Bargains and just get a really cheap photo album, because that is the texture that I find bonds the best. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it works really well. And you can pick those up really, really cheaply rather than spending a fortune buying the actual plastic. And that's all you're going to need. So what we're going to do is go and grab your letters. I've also got lots of other free alphabets, so I'll drop the link to my Halloween alphabets below. And I will see you over in Cricut Design Space, where we're going to get designing our Shaker Boo Halloween bookmarks. So here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I'm uploading the B. We're going to go ahead now and upload the letter O. So if you've got the full alphabet, you could upload anything you want and personalise it. If you're using the free version, you've just got those two letters. So I'm going to upload the O, apply and continue, flat graphic, upload, and here they are in Cricut Design Space. So they're coming really large because we do make them quite large, but look at those. I mean, how cute are they? So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, just scroll out a bit. I'm going to duplicate my O because we want two letters, and we're going to resize the letters so that they're smaller, so that they're more manageable to work with, because the aim is to get them to the size that we want them to be eventually. They're still a bit big. So duplicate the letter, and we're going to line them up. So the great thing is now that with Cricut Design Space is you can see whether your spaces are correct. It is a lot better, some of these things. I don't like the upselling all the time, but I do like some of the other features. So what I'm going to do is just move that up a little bit more, and then we're going to select all three letters and we're going to flatten them. So just right click, select all, so that you can grab them all and click flatten. And that's going to keep them all together and flatten together. So now we're going to go into the left hand bar and click on shapes, and we want to grab a square and a triangle. So now I've gone to the bottom right hand corner and changed the background colour. I've just changed that to grey, and I've dragged my square so that it sits on the back, because this is going to be the whole shape of the bookmark. I've lost my triangle. I'm going to go in and grab another triangle because we want to cut the triangle out of the bottom. So I've gone in and grabbed the triangle again, and we are going to drag it wider. We want to slice it out so that it takes the whole bottom off, but it's not too deep. So I'm going to just change the colour of this so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to drag it a little bit smaller and cover the whole rectangle. Once I've done that, I'm going to select all and slice. And that's all I wanted to take out the bottom, just like a tiny little bit. And now we can start building our bookmark. So I'm going to just hover that over it. It's gone to the back. That's okay. So just right click and pull it to the back, or you can do that in the sidebar. I'm now going to change this to white, and I'm going to change it to print and cut, and we're going to add a pattern. And to do this, you're going to go to the top bar and you are going to click on color. And then when that drops down, there's a pattern box, and that has got all of the Cricut patterns in. I've added some of my own, so this Halloween pattern is one that I added and made myself. So I've clicked on the corner of the pattern to click edit, and you can use this scale bar and you can pull or drag the picker so that you can make your pattern bigger or smaller. So it's too fussy, we need to add another layer. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go onto effects and click on offset, but I'm going to take it inward so it's negative, and you can see that I'm building up another layer, and that's a really easy way to build up layers. So I'm going to now drag my letters over the top, and you can see that that's easily created me another layer, but it's still missing something. So what I'm going to do is click on the white layer, and I'm going to go into effects again and add an offset the other way this time. Just a very, very slight one. Click apply, and I'm going to go up to the color picker and just choose a navy blue offset, which is going to match the color of my navy blue letters. When I pop my letters back, what I will do then is flatten it all so that that's one image. But first of all, we've got to duplicate it and make the other side, plus we've got to make the front panel if you are making your glitter shaker section. So I've duplicated it, I'm going to unflatten it, I'm taking off the background for this one. So I want to get rid of the pattern and keep the white area with the purple outline, because that is what I'm going to use to make my shaker section. So I'm going to bring that back over and flatten those together. And then we're going to duplicate our bookmark so that we can make it double-sided. And usually I would make it as a double-sided print and cut project and print on both sides. But for this one, I want it to be thicker. So what I'm going to do is I've duplicated, put one next to the other, and then I'm going to just make sure I align it so that they are completely aligned and flatten. And that's going to be my bookmark. Then I want to duplicate that. I'm going to make two, and I'm just now positioning them so that I can fit them all on one sheet. So what we want is two of the double bookmarks and one of the bookmark front. So even if you're not putting the shaker pocket on, you'll still have a layered front, which will look really cute. So once we get these all positioned, and I'm just thinking that I want enough to fit on one A4. I don't want it going over two sheets because it's just a waste of paper and it doesn't need to be that big. What you've got to be mindful of is you only size as a group because the front fits on the other bookmark. So you don't want to size them and then have to try and match them up. So select all to size anything. So I've selected all, I've flattened them, and I can see that they fit on my sheet because I've got no red dot. So now I can click make and send it to print and cut. And when you do this, you want to choose your printer settings. So you're going to click next. When it comes to send to printer, next again, remove the bleed and add the system dialog. And when that comes up, you want to choose best quality settings, wherever that is on your printer. And here they come, our Halloween bookmarks. And actually I can see already they are the perfect size. So it took a bit of jiggling. I adore this alphabet. So we're going to send that to print and cut, and then we're going to make them into shaker pockets. We have got our sheets ready and printed, but I've decided I'm going to make them holographic because I think it's going to make them a bit more robust now. So this is something that I've obviously used before and saved, but I think that's going to work. Let's see if we can make that work. So this is our first sheet, and I've saved scraps. Oh. And that's going to go over the middle of that one. Not what I wanted. So here we have this one. And that's covering that. So that was a scrap that I had that I'm going to put over those. I am going to also make those shaker pockets. And that is perfect for there. So it just shows that it does pay to save your scraps. Pop that there. So these were scraps out of a project that just didn't work out, but I'm just going to use those to fill the spaces. And there you go, we've used our scraps to fill the sheet, and that's actually gone really well. Make sure with no creases, flatten everything out. And this is going to be great for my bookmarks. And remember, it doesn't matter if there's a line over there because this is the bit that's important. That's the back, that's the back. So that's going to work really well. So we're going to cut them so they cut right through. Here we are, we're cutting out on a glitter cardstock setting so it cuts right through. This is the moment of truth. So I'm going to reverse weed it and they have cut out. So we've got a double-sided, and then this is going to layer up on the top. I'm going to pop my scoring tool on, and this is such a handy thing actually that you can score, because I just don't like scoring with the Cricut. I find it just a faff. So we're going to line that up exactly, and we're going to get a line exactly in the middle and score it. And that should do it exactly, because we've gone from that point, and it has. So we could have printed it double-sided, but I quite like the idea of it being really nice and thick. That bit doesn't matter, because that's where we're covering. And these are brilliant for trick-or-treat treats. So I'm going to use my Easy Runner, grand, and there's the bookmark. So we could have printed it double-sided, but I wanted the thickness, and I think sometimes you need the thickness. This is only 180 GSM card, and you can stop there because you've got two amazing bookmarks, but we are going to make those into shaker pockets. So we've got our laminated sparkly Fuze. They're going to go on the front of our little images. I want to see if we can make them into little shaker pockets. We're going to line that up. I'm going to try and freehand it, because I just need to put the line on there, get that straight, and then just go along this line. And that is stuck. So now I'm going to do the same at this end, because we can trim round it. It's just about keeping everything still while you're doing it. We're going to need a bit of space, because I want to put my shaker pocket in. And now I'm going to get my spoon and try to get these in the top. I don't really need loads. Probably too many. Take some back out. And now we're going to use this to seal the end. And then just going to go along and make sure it's all sealed. And that's it. So now I'm going to get my scissors. This is the moment of truth, and we're going to cut around the edge. And there you go. That works. Let's do the other one and do it with a little bit less. Put that there. Oh my God, I love it. I might even use one of them in my planner. So there we've got a little boo. And there we go. 2 shaker bookmarks. So now we're going to put them to the rest of them. I prefer it with less in. You can see my second attempt is so much better and a bit smaller, but they're going to look great on the front of my bookmarks. So let's grab them. I'm going to unplug that. So we've got 2 ends of this. So I'm going to put it on the messy end. And the great thing is that you're going to have one shaker and you're still going to have your holographic one. You can still see the holographic shine through it. Do you need to do it? I'm going to say yes. And then we're going to stick that on there. And we've got a double-sided shaker bookmark. And that's such a nice thing to put out rather than sweets. I'd love that. But also, I think it's got to go. One of these has got to go in here. We're going to pop one of those in our Solvang layout. I'm not going to put it in yet because I'm going to wait till Halloween and see what else I get. But one of these is going with me on my trip so that I can pop that in my journal. The other one will be a great trick-or-treat gift. Isn't it just such an easy little project? And now, after practicing, I'm really mastering my Fuze tool, and I just love the results because that does not leak at all. It's just getting used to using it. If you've seen my review, when I first started out, I used the ruler. Now I'm using it without the ruler, and I'm really getting the hang of using it freehand, and I am loving it. Because I've not made the double-sided card but made a double flip and we've taped it together, it's just a bit more thicker and durable, so perfect for popping in trick-or-treat bags. I just love the results of these. And all kiddies should be reading, so to have a great bookmark to go with your latest book is a real treat. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. Any questions, let me know. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.